because we've already been using some of the colors that are forward here, except for the green one here. Like the purple one we haven't been using really, we have been using darker purple stuff instead. So yes, and of course this one I need to remember to level up this one. So there's a limit to actually how far we could play today, depending on how far I decide to go, of course. And here we get the W machine gun, which, you know, is nice. I'm actually going to go back and equip them by the way. Oh, this could be dangerous here. I won't be using Chocobo here. I think they died to Mathematic, but I'm uncertain if they do or not here. Yeah, 158 they hit her for. Mathematic, I think it might be enough. And we get bolt plumes. You can actually grind quite a lot of bolt plumes here if you want. A bolt plume is bolt 2 on all opponents. It's of course nice. Yes. And we heal up with her. Also then we compare it with his double growth weapon. And then everyone has double growth right now. The triple double growth weapon. And of course the next double growth weapons we're going to be getting is the one with 4 slots, which the 4 slots are, if I remember correctly, the first one, like I believe you get Kate sights, double growth 4 slot weapon pretty soon. I think you get it in Cosmo Canyon, if I remember correctly, but you know, like I do remember where you get it. Like in my mind, I know like muscle memory wise, like I know where to find everything and I know where everything is. But when I try to like recall or just try to explain, you know, like where something is, you know, I'm worst at that, you know. Yes. So 26 more minutes. We're almost at, you know, the place. So yes, of course we are technically grinding limit break now. Now we're like grinding kill, so that's why, you know, turn off the thing. And we need to go to right now here. I'm showing you here that I don't need to press that fast. I'm pressing it really, really slow there. You saw how I went. I'm gonna show you how slow that is. Can you see the controller? Let it focus. That's how slow I was pressing it all the time, and that is enough. So thinking that you need to mash it, you don't. Of course, one thing that you can do if you want to, and this is something I tend to do sometimes when I speedrun, is just sell a bunch of accessories that you get. Like sell your power bridge, sell the like P-string, because they're worth like a ton of money if you would just sell them. And yes, you know, stat wise they are decent, but they aren't super strong. But the thing is, you know, like if you're all about getting the money, you know, like then you can easily just always afford the gold source thing, you know, if you have the thing. But yeah, so I think though at this point we need to use Choco mode, just because the bird is there, because I don't think the big bird dies from Mathematic. That's why we have to use it here. We got another bolt plume. We already got enough cash, and we got another Turbo Ether. Nice. Very nice. And of course, I don't care. You can just fall in the middle now. Like it don't matter. You only can get 2 stuff. And it's not possible to die there, by the way. You cannot go further down, of course. And you get the transform material. Now, sadly, the transform material, it, in all honesty, doesn't make any sense that you get a transform material here. Because the thing is, like, unless you plan on grinding, and here, of course, you learn about the PHS here, that you can get the pulse here, the PHS, you know, stuff that, you know, so yeah. Oh no, I got affected by that. Oh no, whatever will I do is to kill them, of course. I think the Petrify here isn't that much of a threat because of these enemies. Oh yeah, there's the Planet Protector. Which is really nice, to be honest. Makes all enemies invincible one time. This is basically the function of something that's in Final 38, which is called Hero Drinks. not hero things. Hero, it's just called. And then there's like Holy War, I think it's called, the other one that affects everyone. But basically it's like you make yourself like immune to damage and stuff like that. And the thing is, that's pretty good. The next one you get after this is like a full heal. I think it's a full heal or it's a restoration basically. It's like a Mega Elixir effect. And then the ultimate one is a combination of Planet Protector with the other thing. So Great Gospel. Actually Great Gospel before used to also have the Fury Brand effect. It used to have the Raise the Limit Break thing for everyone. But it doesn't have that effect anymore. I don't know if that was something to nerf it, but why they would do that is, you know, beyond me. Well, believe it, that's it. We can't go on until the bridge is let down. I think there's a switch in the shack over there, but there's too many ones along, and I'm bit. The shack is here. Come on, believe it. Let's rest a minute. PH, yes. And now that we have gotten her level 3, usually I want to go on limit break on. None of the other ones I actually do need to go on the limit break on. Or should I remove Diva right now? Or oops. Or should I not get another chance? Damn it. I just activated one counters there just because basically, you know, I meant to change there, but you know, the question is, should I wait with grinding her limit up to the third one? I might actually do that instead of bring someone else, because you know, yes, her level is very, very high right now, but you know, we can just bring someone else. So yeah, let's bring... I don't want to get a Barrett, or do I want to get a Cameo? Cameo is closest to leveling there. I'm trying to think here. She will get Platinum Fist, and then in the same place where she gets that, she will get Power Soul, which is in Nibelheim, and that's when she gets hers. Chat or Barrett gets his very, very late. He gets the alarm, and the alarm isn't until Rocket Town, so that's very, very late to get his fourth slot. What is it called, the thing he gets? What was it called for them? Hang on, give me a sec here. Silver Barrett is what you get in Cosmic Canyon, so it's not that. It's not happening because that's the long range thing that you loot in Vutai. Or not in Vutai, but in I think it's Nibelheim Mountains the hairpin. Oh, what is it called? Damn it, I know what it is. Like, I know, like, I'm trying to think of something like when the weapons are. I know that her foot staff thing, like that is before the Gongana thing, because at Gongana you get the thing which is like, you get the thing that's like the fairy, or the, like the, what do you call it, the fairy tale thing, you know, after the anime. Except the anime fairy tale didn't come out at that point, but you get what I mean. So of course Tifa is sent to Nibelheim with her. She doesn't get it until Nibelheim. I think Barrett gets it in Cosmo Canyon, I think. Like in the cave there. And Barrett doesn't get until Rocket Town. Tifa isn't until Nibelheim. I would say it's in Nibelheim but it might have been like in Cosmo Canyon in the cave. No, I don't think it's in the cave. Was it from the boss itself that the boss itself got the staff for Aerith? Like the wiser staff? I think that might be it from the Gi thing. So she gets it in Cosmo Canyon, Kate said we get it in Cosmo Canyon. So the thing is rather which one would we level up. He has a very strong limit break. Just think what we're after, like, we're after like levels, like I could use switch back to using him. But yeah, or should I like abuse using Liva right now? Or you feel me? I mean, Tifa is very close to leveling up, and having Tifa pretty high is gonna be pretty good. But of course Tifa needs to be in the front row. Barret, I can use leave in the back row. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Barret because I like the double machine gun. And Barret is yeah, they have similar XP, so yeah. She's actually higher than Barret is. And Barret, you can go back row. And Barret won't be needing. Yeah, so actually I'm gonna go with different things I think on Barret because Barret has a lot of HP. Barret might be a row pad, you can get to the revive thing. And is it something else that's super very expensive right now? No, it's not. Alright, an all. Why don't I equip you with an all, please? Thank you. Actually, let's unequip steel here. Unequip elemental and unequip that thing. Do this. Unequip everything, please. Thank you. And then everything is unequipped on everyone. Yes. And then we go with this here. We go with all on her. All. And enemy skill. No, she has, so she doesn't need kills. Actually, only needs to use a limit break, right? If she does, okay. Well then, no one really needs kills, so it's after what I want to level. So, Barret, you want to have revive. Let's go with transform, let's go with seal, let's go with poison, and let's go with heal. And let's go with long range so we can have her in the back row. That's nice. Restore. Lightning. Ice. Fire! And I think earth? Or should I go elemental? I don't have steel on anyone right then. I mean, so we won't have any AoE if we do that. Which might be bad, but we will see if it's gonna be that bad. Oh my god, it's pretty late already. I'm gonna see if they already come with the food because I don't want to wait too long with eating the food, to be honest, you know. And if I can eat the food directly after this. But when did I eat? Like, because I took a long time before I ate the breakfast because I spent a long time watching television before I even went for the breakfast. So like I woke up at 13:00 and then I waited until almost 15:00 with the breakfast, and then it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so it's only been 4 hours since then. And I try to not eat very often, that's the thing, so. let's save here. So we need to get limit breaks now. I'm gonna use deactivate that to go to the place where we were at. Here, boom. We were here, you know. What? Let's say that he says what, that where things, yeah. And now we want, of course, to use just a limit breaks. To use this. I'm gonna use it sometimes here, just 4. 5. I think she needs to use it sometimes, right? I'm actually gonna go with 6 first, just to see, you know. That's 6, right?